There's not anything that I value more than the security that I've created for my family and myself, knowing that some predatory attorney isn't going to go out and take everything that I've spent my entire life working for in a stupid, unmerited lawsuit.
As a mom, I totally feel comfortable. If something were to happen, that my girls would be protected. The assets that we have placed are there, and they will be there for our girls. And it'll be something that others can't take away from them.
I find Doug to be the most trustworthy attorney I've ever met, and one of the most trustworthy people I've ever met. And I think in that particular role of somebody who's setting up your asset protection, it's just a very comforting feeling to know that you have somebody there that is going to do what's best for you.
I'm a dentist, and I've actually come from 7 generations of attorneys, and I actually met Doug Lodmell, and we'd worked together with World Children's Relief, and we were talking about asset protection, and I had my asset protection, my estate planning done. Of course, I'd had my family do the asset protection. They don't charge anything, and I never really understood it until I talked to Douglas Lodmell. And after one visit for 15 minutes over a meal, I actually understood asset protection, and I tore mine up and got the Lodmells to redo it for me. Now that's been 15 years ago.
And I haven't been able to find a local firm that does what they do as well as they do it and be able to answer the questions with as much knowledge as they have.
Number one, first and foremost, is his knowledge. You ask him a question and he knows the answer. It is on the tip of his tongue.
In my opinion, Mr. Lodmell is top-notch. Very high morals and integrity. Somebody who I do totally trust.
Asset protection for me is one of those things that I wouldn't leave home without it. It's like having belt and a suspender, you know, when you go out. You dress for what you do. And if you're a professional, you know, if you've saved over a couple $100,000 in your lifetime, you're a huge target.
When I got sued, it was the worst day of my life. Not only was my mom going through esophageal cancer, I had a lot of personal issues and challenges at the time, aside from this big threat. You know, I was sued for $21.5 million. It was a 5-year battle, and Doug stuck with me the entire time. I saw him many times face to face, many late nights on Sunday over the phone. I can honestly say he saved me. He saved my confidence. He saved my emotional ability to withstand it all. He enabled me to maintain my capabilities to continue running my business.
My clients come to me, we talk about estate planning, we talk about retirement planning, we talk about life insurance, investments. When a client talks to me about their concerns for asset protection, I really only think of one firm. The one firm that I think of is Lodmell & Lodmell. I think that they do the best job for my clients.
I would only refer people to professionals that I personally have had some interaction with, that I personally have spent money and time and effort.
Because I interface with thousands of doctors every year, doctors ask me, you know, can you recommend an attorney? Can you recommend a CPA? You got somebody that can do this or do that? And so I'm real particular about who I'll recommend because they're trading on my reputation.
It's my reputation that's on the line initially, making that referral.
I like referring the Lodmell & Lodmell firm because I know that my clients will be taken care of from start to finish.
I've been recommending the Lodmell firm for now 15 years.
I've been referring business to Lodmell & Lodmell for about 10 to 12 years.
What's interesting about the Lodmells is I've actually recommended them to thousands of doctors. I've never ever had one complaint, and believe me, I would have heard it.
Going to the Lodmells has been beneficial for me personally and my family personally, but we've referred a number of people to them, and the response and the feedback has all been nothing short of perfection. So, you know, it makes me feel good knowing that I'm in the right place, and then when I do refer people, they have that same similar experience.
My clients have been very appreciative of my ability to connect them with Doug.
My clients have been thrilled
One of the things that makes Lodmell and Lodmell unique is the service and depth of experience of our staff. Our client services managers like Coletta Anderson and Kitty Lucarini have more than a decade of asset protection only experience. Our staff has more experience than most attorneys in this field.
You know, people promote these domestic asset protection trusts, but the bottom line fact of those trusts is that they're part of the U.S. legal system.
I will not do a domestic asset protection trust for a client. I consider that malpractice.
If you get in front of a result-oriented judge, okay, they're going to find a way to get those assets.
Although there may be states that have some nice statutes, that there are many more judges who are result-oriented, and there are many very strong litigators who will find a way to get assets that are here in the United States.
Whereas a properly implemented offshore trust, the exact opposite is true. No court in the United States has jurisdiction, meaning the power to get at the assets. So I view domestic asset protection trusts and people who implement them for clients as, you know, maybe they don't really understand the offshore world.
If you're serious about offshore asset protection or asset protection in general, I would highly recommend that you look at the Cook Islands very, very carefully.
Well, Doug has come up with a strategy that gets the benefits of the protection from outside the United States, where the assets are maintained here, and it gives clients a lot more comfort.
I'm Sean Reeves. I'm General Counsel for the largest offshore trust company in the Cook Islands in the South Pacific. Southpac Trust has been in existence doing offshore trusts, international business corporations and LLCs for over 33 years. We are the leading offshore trust company in the world. We've been working with Doug Lodmell for over 12 years, and he has referred more offshore asset protection trusts than any practitioner worldwide.
I mean, that's what I look for. That's what I look for in associates from my law firm. Somebody who cares about each client and treats each client as if they were the most important client. Everyone's issues are important, and that's the way Doug is. He's just a genuinely good guy and smart as heck and really knowledgeable. That's the kind of person that I want to have on my team.